Hello everyone. I did this reading from the Gemini Witch, Unlock the Magic of Your Sun Sign by Ivo Doninguez Jr. and Tempest Zakroff. So it's Gemini Balance Tarot or Oracle Spread. And card 1 was how you perceive yourself currently, your strongest attributes. And I guess that would be like celebrating people, celebrating successes, really focusing more on the joy in life than the tribulations or trials. Sorry, I forgot to mention it. This deck is the little Rider-Waite deck from US Game Systems. It is the cutest thing. Look how little. So sweet. And I love this deck. I don't often pull it out, so I figured I would today, just so I could get some love. The second one is how do you come off to those around you, their impression and how it may affect you. So I come off maybe as kind of having it all together. I get the 10 of Pentacles, a happy family, leaving generational legacies, maybe that type of thing. Card 3 was what underlying factors are causing the disconnect or potential barriers. And I got the 7 of Swords, and that I need to put some of those down in order to succeed. Like I'm trying to juggle too many things at once. And that is, I need to learn to focus on like one thing instead of 50 different things. But that's how I work. Like I have to get up and do something, and then I come back and do something, and then I get up and do something. You know, it's not something I can, I suppose I could pare down a little bit and not, try to do everything at once. Maybe focus on 1 or 2 things and then go back and focus on 1 or 2 more, that type of thing. And then I got the 3 of Cups, which I love this card. And this is what attributes should I focus on or nurture more on in order to create harmony. That's not verbatim. And it's celebrating with friends, right? Gathering with others and community and enjoying the things that we enjoy together. I love that. That is so perfect. So let's get into this book. I'm doing it backwards this time, just to shake it up a bit. So here we go. As you can see, I have it all tabbed, so many tabs. So anyway, this is the Gemini Witch, and mastering the power of wind and word. As I've mentioned before in my videos, I'm kind of brand new to thinking of myself as a Gemini, right? I was a Cancer. And this book, it's written by Ivo Doninguez Jr. and Tempest Zakroff. There's a nice little article here about them in the front of the book, which I appreciated. I love that. And it lists out other books by them, the authors, and in the Sun Size series. I would like to get all of these. It's published by Llewellyn. The introduction, I loved this introduction, and it's written by Mr. Dominguez Jr. This series explores and honors the gifts, perspectives, and joys of being a witch through the perspective of their sun sign. Each book has information on how your sun sign affects your magic and life experiences, with insights provided by witches of your sun sign, as well as spells, rituals, and practices to enrich your witchcraft. This series is geared toward helping witches grow, develop, and integrate the power of their sun sign into their practices. Each book in the series has 10 writers, so there are many takes on the meaning of being a witch of a particular sign. All the books in the Witch's Sun Sign series are a sampler of possibilities, with pieces that are deep, fun, practical, healing, instructive, revealing, and authentic. I love that. So let's see. It helps to get a copy of your star chart. And this particular book focuses on your Gemini sun sign and provides starting points for understanding your moon sign and rising sign. It cannot answer all of your questions or be a perfect fit because of all the other parts that make you an individual. I love that. So it kind of reminds us not to absorb the Gemini for me as like my identity. That's only part of me, right? There's so many other influences. So I like that. They go into how your sun sign powers your magic. Identifying some common patterns. I checked off the ones that I could identify with, almost all of them. Mutable air, and I'm used to thinking of myself as water, which is very different where it coincides in your chart. This is a Western chart, I believe. I'm following True Sidereal right now. How your ruling planet affects you. And I am double Mercury because my sun sign and my moon is in Mercury. So, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I appreciated the Gemini correspondences and some natural witchcraft that you may identify with, some deities that you may resonate with, and I checked off the ones that I have worked with personally. And I loved that she added this part, rituals and groups, how you kind of may fit into that group. And when it comes to designing rituals, she gave an outline for us to follow, which I've really appreciated. What was the purpose of your ritual? What is needed to prepare for the ritual? How it will start and how it will end, who's doing what, where, and when, what the aftercare will look like. You know, that's often a part that we forget to add in. That who's doing the aftercare? You know, oftentimes we just leave the party, and it's kind of the people that are hosting that are left with all the aftercare. So maybe looking into designating some stuff to other people that may want to help. Here's the spread that I did. And let's see what else. There's so many good parts to this book. Cleansing and shielding and how to do that effectively as a Gemini. What sets a Gemini off and how to recover. Love that. How to avoid the bait. Oh my gosh. Putting it all into perspective. Loved that. And I'm going to try this. The Silver Tongue Gemini spell. Looks great. Going to try that to help me thwart my tongue. I often overshare, and you know, I'm an open book, so it comes very naturally to me to overshare. And here's about my moon in Pisces. My Virgo rising. That was super interesting. Recharging and self-care. I love this. 3 rules to live by. Take care of yourself, take care of others, and don't be a jerk. I love that. It's perfect. Enough said, in my opinion. This is funny. Don't blame it on your sun sign. Sorry. The dogs are barking again. Overthinking overload. Love that. I so overthink. Oh my goodness. And then oversharing, which I do. Not so much about others, maybe, but about myself. You know, my life and what I'm doing and stuff like that. So there's a little charm that may remind us Geminis about what to say and what not to say. It says, may the words I speak come from the heart. May they unite and not set apart. May they be received as I intend. Off into the world, these words I send. I love that. Awesome. Then Crystal Blanton wrote a little postcard to the Gemini Witch, which I loved. That was so sweet. And there's a guidance ritual for Gemini Witch, written by Ivo Doninguez Jr. That was great. And better every day, the way forward. I hope you've come to realize that being a Gemini Witch is more than just a label or something on your periphery of being. It's a part of who you are and how you interact with the world around you. Love that. Daily practice doesn't have to be complicated or extensive. No, it doesn't. No, no, no. Ways to work with the Gemini sigil on your body. Love that. There's a fun appendix with correspondences that I'm going to stick in my planner just as a quick reference. And all the associations and correspondences with Gemini, resources, there's online magazine and books, and the other contributors that list them out. Thank you to all the contributors. I loved the recipes and all sorts of things in there. All little bits of pieces to get to know my Gemini self. And then in the back there's a place for notes, which I took part in. And then the title, the publishing page. And I loved this book. It was great. And here's the back. It was $16.99 US. I wonder why they stopped putting the Canada price on. That's interesting to me. But yeah, it was Chris Alloon, Crystal Blanton, Irene Glassy, Tiffany Lasik, Naha Lightfoot, Austin Nix, Dawn Ora Hunt, and Sandra Kynes. So along with the two main authors. Yeah, so that was wonderful. Your witty and versatile self. Love that. So, oh, I love this book, and I highly recommend this series. So, it will be linked in the description, but this is a mass market book. Just go and do a search, and Llewellyn has it on their website as well for purchase. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe. I've been loving all the new subscribers. Hello to you out there. I see you and appreciate you and all your interactions. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the like button if you found value in this video. And until next time, I'm wishing you all many spring blessings. Bye, friends. The things a witch keeps in her garden shed. Anybody need railroad spikes?